Kamar, thank you very much. Now we move on to Belgium. The family of Congolese independence leader Patrice Lumumba is seeking justice as a Belgian court considers whether to prosecute the only surviving suspect in his 1961 murder. Lumumba was executed and dissolved in acid by separatists with the help of Belgian mercenaries. 93-year-old Etienne Davignon, former Belgian diplomat, is accused of involvement in the unlawful detention and degrading treatment of Lumumba. His family has been pushing for a trial for years, saying it is about revealing the truth behind the colonial crime. The court will decide whether to proceed with the trial in the coming weeks. Let's listen into what Yema Lumumba, the granddaughter of the Congolese icon, and their family lawyer, Christophe Marchand, has shared.
Ça fait donc 65 ans que nous sommes en quête de justice et de vérité. 65 ans, c'est toute une vie. Et toute la vie de nos parents, qui n'ont jamais cessé de chercher à comprendre ce qui s'est passé, à établir des responsabilités dans l'assassinat de leur père. Ils commencent à avoir un certain âge, ils ont fait beaucoup de travail, ils ont fourni beaucoup d'efforts. Et pour nous, il est important de montrer que ce combat continue et que nous sommes là pour nous assurer que ça aille jusqu'à la fin.
Lumumba aujourd'hui.
La famille est très heureuse de pouvoir enfin être devant des juges. Non seulement parce qu'ils ont perdu un père ou un grand-père, parce qu'il y a beaucoup de petits-enfants qui seront présents aujourd'hui, mais aussi parce que c'est un pas très important vers la réparation par rapport à un crime colonial qui est, je pense, fondamental et fondateur des relations nord-sud au XXIe siècle.
Now for this discussion, we welcome Mr. Ayanuga Olugbenga Paul. He's a public affairs analyst, joins us live from Lagos. Thank you very much, Mr. Paul, for joining us. Good to see you. Now, looking at this...
Thank you, Asma.
Thank you. Now, can you tell us a little bit about this Lumumba and also why does the Lumumba family say a potential trial is important? And, you know, how significant will this be for this case to go through to uphold the colonial oppression and to seek justice for all those people who have suffered under colonialism?
Well, thank you. Democratic Republic of Congo, and it was one of the arrowhead in the fight for freedom, the fight for the end of colonial. Earlier in the history of post-colonial Africa, many of the African countries wanted to nationalize many of their assets, wanted to cut themselves off masters, and many of the Africans, either subtly Patrice Lumumba. And Patrice Lumumba and also the first Prime Minister of Benin, Hupet, were among the two who during that time were killed by the foreign powers who were their colonial masters before. But in the case of Patrice Lumumba, it was not just in acid to hide the crime because nobody, no evidence. It was until recently that a piece of his tooth was retrieved back from the daughter of one of the colonial times police officer, and it was returned back to Democratic Republic of Congo in a ceremony in 2022 for that. But for this trial, I think it is important not because they are necessarily going to get justice, because the only living member of the gang that was accused of having knowledge about his death is 93 years old. He was one time a European Union minister, and at 93, what justice do you want to extract from him? The only thing it will do is that if it goes to trial, it will bring a closure to the families and the grandchildren of Patrice Lumumba who are yearning for answers, who have a lot of questions on their mind as to what happened, why they did what they did, and they want to know more about their father and grandfather's last moment in life. So it is just for the purpose of information for them to learn more about the whole scenario leading up to his death. But if you talk of, if they hope for any form of justice, any form of payment in terms of, for distress caused them and their family by the killing, I don't think they are going to get any, because Belgium has shown itself to be, not really sympathetic or remorseful, even though their prime minister in I think 2022, 2021 thereabout, officially apologized on behalf of his country to the Democratic Republic of Congo, but still they are not willing to pay any form of reparation on the death of Patrice Lumumba. So if that is the end goal, I don't think they are going to get anywhere, especially that the case is instituted in a Belgian court. So they hold the knife, they hold the yam, and you don't expect them to concede to the Democratic Republic of Congo in a free and fair manner. But at least it will unravel a lot of secrets. It will help them, get the children and grandchildren to get answer to some questions that are brewing in their mind if it goes to trial, because a lot of hard questions will be asked that answers that will be provided will give insight to some other things that we don't even know right now that will be revealed in the course of the trial. I think that's the only thing they would expect to get from this trial.
Right. With that, I would like to thank Mr. Ayanaga Paul for joining us today and sharing that insight. Thank you very much. Now we move the focus on to South Korea. South Korean President Lee Jae-myung has stated that if Washington introduced higher U.S. tariffs on semiconductor imports,